let's talk about what makes you you. It's fairly simple. It's what you do every single day, it's what you think every single day, and it's what you do most of the time. It's who you spend your time with, it's what your environment's like. Simple, obvious things. Why I thought about this and the importance of this is because I thought about my previous job. I was a logistic worker. I worked at a warehouse, and I thought about I worked there for 3 years. 3 years I worked there, and then I just quit. I couldn't stand becoming that person anymore. It was like too it it became so obvious to me that I would become simply a logistics worker. My identity would be fucking warehouse worker. And I did not want that. So here's the important point. Like you spend 8 hours out of your work, and that's a pretty long time. Like that's 1/3 of your day, and it's pretty crucial. It's a crucial factor of who you will become, because every single day, five five it was like for me it was 5 days, 5 days per week, 40 hours per week, 8 hours per day, or every weekday I spent in the same environment with the same people doing the same things. So if you calculate your waking hours, 40 hours is it's a significant amount of time in the week. It's enough to form your identity. So that is very important. Like people usually when you take let's say you've worked in a warehouse. I'm sure you either can or cannot imagine working at a warehouse, but it's fairly simple, like chill, straightforward, like chill job. Nothing special. You just learn it for a couple of weeks, and then you basically that's it. You basically know everything. You can do the ballpark of the job. Let's put it that way. And yeah, where was I going with this? I was explaining about the job being your identity, like you identifying with the job. So when you work 40 hours per week in a warehouse, let's say, imagine you've worked in a warehouse for 5 years. 5 years you've worked in a warehouse, or imagine working your job. You've worked there for 5 or 10 years. Then let's take that job away from you. How do you identify yourself? You can't. I know many people cannot imagine this because they're so engraved in their jobs. So even I noticed it. It even became so fucking disgustingly obvious for myself that I was identifying myself as a warehouse worker. Like I was talking about my job in my free time because some things bugged me in my job. Like there was an interaction, or there was a situation, or there was a problem or something. And yeah, in reality, like care. I don't care to talk about my job in my free time. That's like most of my life I worked jobs only to collect money for my own interests. So I had hobbies like music and martial arts when I was younger. The only thing I wanted to, and of course, yeah, I did a bunch of other stuff too, like I played the stock market and stuff like that. Of course, I had other interests aside, apart from music and like fitness and combat sports. But yeah, I was putting my money into, like, I was collecting bank from my job and putting the money straight into my own interests. That was my philosophy for the longest time. Um, in some ways it worked, in some ways it was kind of a waste of time because I should have started earlier. I should have started doing earlier what I really wanted to do. Like, I should have attacked my interests more seriously earlier, but life happens. I don't want this to become a philosophy lecture or something like that, but yeah, imagine yourself like spending years working the same job, doing the same things, even living the same lifestyle for 5, 10 years. I can say that it will stuck with it will like stick with you. It will become hard to change who you are. And when you try to change who you are, your identity won't simply let you change. And that's where it becomes like very tricky. That's where it becomes a problem. If you want to change, you will walk a lonely fucking path. You will socially isolate yourself if you want a radical change, because all the friends, all your friends are all your friends and colleagues, just forget about them. If you bonded with them earlier, like, and you want to change your life around, just for fucking forget about it, like, forget about your old friends, because they most likely they won't understand you. If, of course, there are exceptions. There are people who like change themselves and become like whole different person, and they still keep their old friends, and that's cool. That's cool. That's all completely fine. But most cases it's like it's about yourself. At least it was like that for me. Like, it was about myself. It was about me, not wanting to remind myself of who I was because I wanted to change that much. I I completely, like, I started hating I started hating myself because of who I had become, because I didn't quite follow my dreams. And yeah, um, now I'm chasing my dreams. Now I'm going after my dreams. Now I'm doing what I want to do. And I'm still in the beginning stages, but I'm fucking like, yeah. You see how this triggers thoughts in me, so I cannot even like focus on explaining the whole thing I was about to explain. So the thing with the identity and your job, I was thinking about it, like how people simply become their job. And that's kind of, I don't know, for me it's kind of sad, because they, of course, and it's normal. It's completely normal. Like, people start to talk about their achievements and successes in their job and the problems in their job. It's usually stuff other people don't want to even hear, unless you think the same way, unless you're one of them. Then you'll find like drama and that kind of stuff like interesting. But for me it's for me it's a waste of time, complete waste of time. Like, like gossiping and drama and that kind of stuff. It's fucking like pathetic for me. It's a limp dick lifestyle for me, so I do not want that. Um, yeah, of course, it's interesting. Sometimes I see my old friends and I talk about how's their job and that kind of stuff, like normal stuff. I talk normal people stuff every day, but in like I don't hang out with people I don't like. I don't hang out with people who don't align with my values, or let's say not, maybe values is a bit harsh. Maybe like I don't hang out with people who don't think the same way as I do. Let's put it that way. That's an easy explanation. um yeah, and that's completely normal. Like people have different phases in their life. They have different goals in different phases in their life, different challenges, different goals. Like life always flows in different directions, in unexpected directions actually. So yeah, but you kind of have to steer. You kind of still have to like steer in the right ways. You kind of have to change to take a new direction. You kind of have to be even extreme to change what is destroying you. So if you feel like something's destroying you, if you feel like something is not right, if you feel it in your soul that something is not fucking right, then you should do the extreme opposite. That's what I think, at least. So yeah, I think this has been an enough of a rant for this video. It's already late. I've been working late again. Like today was a great day, though. Today was a sunny day. Got some of that vitamin D sunlight on my skin, and very happy. We're very grateful. So consider what you are doing. What are you thinking about every single day? What are you doing every single day? How it's actually shaping you, how it's actually shaping your identity, how it is shaping your reality. Important questions to ponder. So good luck, and I will see you tomorrow.